Are you holding back the love? Hi, I'm Cindy Kennedy. For any of you who are tuning into your very first Mojo Boost. Your Mojo Boost gives you a moment to reflect, to reconnect, and to become inspired to ensure that you are living your best life. So when it comes to love, are you holding back? The reason I ask is that I was remembering a man named Richard. Richard was someone who was very much loved by so many people. And when I was introduced to him, I was working for a memoir company. And we would create these beautiful books to celebrate people's lives. Now, usually the books were anniversary books, or weddings, or birthdays. But this was a bittersweet project, because Richard, who was in his early 40s, had just passed on. And so this book was a celebration of his life. And so we would be getting submissions from his family and his friends, and from his colleagues, from his lovers and past girlfriends, and his students, because Richard was a teacher, sharing the impact he had on their lives. The very last submission that came in through my email box was from one of his dearest friends. And it said that while Richard made such an impact on people's lives, Richard was always searching for what he was meant to do with his life, never feeling like he really knew or was making the impact that he wanted. And then his friend said, at the end of the day, Richard never realized that he was enough just being Richard. Now I ask you, do you ever feel that way? That you aren't enough just being you? All of us feel that way from time to time. And we never want anyone to feel that, but we do, or others do. And one of the ways to help shift that is to not hold back the love. Now, there's two small ways that we can make a profound difference in the lives of others, and by doing so, experience more of the love within ourselves. One is by looking at the everyday exchanges we have with people we know, strangers. You know those moments where you see someone and they look absolutely stunning. They're lit up, they look radiant, or they share this beautiful smile with you. Do you ever go and tell them? Sometimes we think it, but do we take the step and share with them? Or someone, maybe at work, asks a really courageous question that you wanted to ask, but you were too nervous to do it. And you were able to learn so much from the fact that they asked that question. Do you thank them for asking the question? Do you tell them how courageous you thought it was? There are small moments in our lives every day that we unintentionally hold back the love. Now, sometimes we do it because we think it and then it just goes through our head and we're thinking something else. So sometimes it's just that we're not as present as we possibly could be. Other times we feel a little embarrassed, to actually go say that. Or we think they already know. They already know they did a great job with that presentation. They already know they look fantastic. They already know that they're courageous people. They're always courageous people. We make assumptions. And whether we're right or wrong, we're still limiting or holding back the love. The other way is to take a moment and recognize people in our past who have made a beautiful impact in our lives. A teacher, a mentor, someone you had an experience with that maybe at the time you didn't realize what you had to gain from that experience. And sometimes it takes many years for us to look back and go, wow, I'm so thankful that happened, because that lesson was what I needed to learn. Those words, that moment, that hug. So taking a moment to be able to just reconnect with them and say thank you so much. And even if they're no longer here in the world, or even if there's no way you can possibly find out how to contact them, send the love anyways. The moment we recognize something in someone that we really appreciate, whether it was from the past or whether it was in that moment, the moment we recognize it, if we don't do anything about it, then we contain the love. and we hold back the love. So even if you feel a bit awkward, even if you think they already know, this is ridiculous, share it. Not only will you be passing them the love, you're going to be experiencing your own loving self. And we never know, we absolutely never know when our words are going to be the thing that that person needed to hear that day to continue on in life, to continue taking a brave step towards their best self. That's the power we have. That's the power you have. So, don't hold back the love. And this week, just be aware, be even more present than you are to the thoughts that go through your mind, the things that you see. Where can you share more of the love? Or even take a moment and just go, who in my past haven't I given thanks to? For the things that really have made me me. And I'm so grateful. And sometimes it's the people right in front of us. Our partner, our children, our dear friends. Sometimes we just forget to say thank you for being in my life. For being someone I know I can call at any time and share and be loved and accepted and not judged. Thank you. So that's the challenge I offer you this week. And it's going to be a beautiful one because we get to share the love all over the place, and I'm loving that. That's today's Mojo Boost, gang. I'm really excited to see you next week for month of March. It's going to be the month of adventures. And until then, keep loving it up. See ya.